Hello my friends, huge news in this video. Stranger Things can finally return to Dead by Daylight, and the return of Stranger Things might happen as soon as next week. This is me, Boy Dilly, with my 6.5 inches dick, and let's talk about it. But before that, smack that subscribe button or I will smack your mom's butt. So, everybody is excited for the chapter 30. I mean, personally, I have not been excited for any chapter as much as this one, because we know that this is gonna be a licensed chapter with a big L, meaning that this has to be a huge license. And after getting Alien, it's crazy to think that chapter 30 might be even bigger than Alien. I mean, not in terms of scope, because we are not getting a new map or a new survivor with this chapter, we are only getting the new killer, but this killer is supposed to be big. So at first I thought that the killer for the chapter 30 would be Candyman, because Candyman is a big franchise. I mean, many of us don't really know it, but it was very popular back in the early 90s. Candyman doesn't really have any iconic map or a survivor who survives without being affected in a negative way, so it makes sense to only bring the killer. However, thinking logically, we got 3 sci-fi killers in a row, and typically Dead by Daylight's year consists of 4 killers. What if developers of Dead by Daylight decided to give us 4 sci-fi themed chapters in a row, and after that they will move on to another theme, for example medieval or something else? If this theory is correct, then Candyman doesn't fit the description of the next chapter, because Candyman is not a sci-fi franchise. Also, if this theory is correct, then we can eliminate Saw Part 2 from the list of possible next chapters. Five Nights at Freddy's is not a sci-fi chapter either, and also Johnny's Sins is definitely not coming to Dead by Daylight, sadly. Honestly, I still believe that Candyman and Saw Part 2 might be the next chapter, but let's say that the next chapter is a sci-fi themed chapter. Obviously, Predator is the most likely license to come for the chapter 30, because Predator and Alien basically have the same license holders, but it would just be too obvious, and I don't think that it would satisfy many of us. I don't think that DBD developers want to release Predator immediately after releasing Xenomorph, so I really don't think it's gonna be Predator. Pennywise could happen, but if it's not now, then maybe it's never, I don't know. Now, something many of you have not thought about is possible return of Stranger Things to Dead by Daylight, with the new killer being Vecna. This would definitely fit the description of chapter 30. Stranger Things is a sci-fi franchise, it's a very big franchise, it's a big L, meaning that it's a big license. Also, more than a year ago, we had leaks of Stranger Things possibly returning to Dead by Daylight. Of course, nothing happened. Stranger Things did not return to Dead by Daylight, but a bunch of stuff was leaked, and apparently those leaks, they were kinda real. At least the majority of DBD leakers agree that these leaks were legit. Now, clearly, if the leaks were correct, if Dead by Daylight was supposed to get Stranger Things chapter, it was scrapped. Because apparently Netflix is a very greedy company, and they ask for a lot of money, and they want to make their own video games related to Stranger Things. Stranger Things VR game is coming out soon, so it's very obvious that Netflix doesn't really want Dead by Daylight to interfere and potentially steal the possible players from their new upcoming game. And basically even the game director of Dead by Daylight, Matthew Cotta himself, said that it's very hard to negotiate with Netflix, and it basically means that back then when he was open about it, they didn't have the license for Stranger Things. And it was more than a year ago, I believe, when Matthew Cotta talked about it, So for very obvious reasons, I didn't even consider Stranger Things as a possibility for chapter 30. Of course, I want Vecna just like most of you. I'm a big fan of Stranger Things. I've seen every single season except for season 4 at least 4 times in my life. But I had lost all of the hope to see Stranger Things in Dead by Daylight ever again. I thought that it's very impossible to get this license back, obviously because of Netflix. And Dead by Daylight is not the only game to have Stranger Things content. Rocket League has Stranger Things content, Fortnite has Stranger Things content, we got Hopper and Demogorgon in Fortnite, and it's been years since last time when these skins returned to Fortnite's store. But apparently it's been leaked and data mined by very credible Fortnite leakers that new Stranger Things content is coming to Fortnite. They are getting 11 into Fortnite, and I'm like, what the fuck? I'm so excited for it, because first of all, yes, I do play Fortnite sometimes. Second of all, I'm a big fan of Stranger Things, and third of all, if Fortnite is getting Stranger Things content, it means that Netflix is open for negotiations, and it means that they could negotiate with Dead by Daylight all over again. It means not only the Demogorgon and fucking Steve and Nancy might return to Dead by Daylight. I hope that if they return to Dead by Daylight, all of these people who have had exclusive access to Demogorgon for all of these years, we will be rewarded with something. But also, it means that the new killer based on Stranger Things is coming to Dead by Daylight. And, you know, no other killer comes to my head than Vecna. Vecna is the ultimate villain of Stranger Things. And if the next killer is based on Stranger Things, if the next chapter is the return of Stranger Things, and if it doesn't have any map and survivor, then it makes sense for it to be Vecna. After all, Stranger Things is a sci-fi franchise. It would perfectly fit the theme, and holy shit, I did not see this coming, because I just woke up today and I just saw these Fortnite data miners talking about Stranger Things returning. Immediately I thought about, holy shit, it makes it possible for Dead by Daylight to get Stranger Things again. And you know, it is very possible. I'm not saying that the next chapter will be fucking Vecna with Stranger Things, you know, but it is a possibility. Comment your opinions. November 8th is the PTB, so I will see you then, and see you later. Bye.